All right. We back in the building. Salute to everybody that's here. You already know I'm Blue Devil, and today we back with part 2 of Inside the Life of a Sureño from Phoenix, Arizona. EBM, Evo, Barrio, Maniacos. Now look, this is coming from J-Rin TV, J-Ron and Pops. I did part 1 yesterday. I'm going to put it right here. Click on the link. Go watch that video. Then come back and watch part 2. Now look, if you dig even deeper, I've done a video on EBM in the past, sometime last year. I don't remember who shot that one, but that was a great video too. It was a great hood vlog. Go look for that one. If I can, I'll add it here. If not, go look for it through my catalog, all right? But once again, I dropped part 1 yesterday. Now I'm going to drop part 2. We're going to start it where we left off at. But look, there's a lot of people in the comments saying these kids created this gang, that it's a fake gang. They also said that there's no Sureños in Phoenix, so forth and so forth. I don't know how it works out there. I've never been there. I have family that lives there, but I've never really went there, so I couldn't really tell you. So I need you guys to leave it down below in the comments, and I'll go ahead and pin whoever breaks it down the best. I will tell you, I tapped in with the young kid that's in this video. He tapped in with me, and we opened up that line of communication. So we're going to go ahead and figure that out so that we can collab in the future. Now look, to that old man that I spoke about yesterday, I want you to make a video and apologize, bro. I do. I want you to make a video, and I'm going to give you 48 hours to make a video and apologize on your weird remarks, saying that I don't like Arizona, that I dissed Arizona, that I disrespected Arizona. Never have I dissed AZ. Never have I talked shit on AZ. Now, I have capped on AZ because I have capped on Cali. I cap on myself. I cap on this guy, that guy, and so forth and so forth. Now, look, bro, if you're one of them old, fat lames that can't understand what I'm doing on the internet, then get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. Like, look, homie, there's no room for has-beens. We respect the has-beens, but that's it, homie. We don't sit here and be like, damn, that fool's an OG. We better fall in line behind him. We don't do that, bro. We'll give you your respects for who you once were, but don't think you're going to run any type of program over here or wherever you're at, unless you that guy. And I really doubt you're that guy, all right? Once again, this is a guy that says he's from Arisa, and he tried to say that I disrespect AZ or whatever. Man, cut it the fuck out, bro. I'm tapped in with my real ones from AZ. So if you a real one from AZ, go ask about me. And with that being said, let's press play on this video. Let's run it up. All right, let's run it up. Go watch the other ones. And the fat old man with the stinky socks that sits on his couch thinking about 30 years ago because he did 90 days in the county. I want an apology video, bro. I want an apology video, all right? And with that being said, let's press play. Let's press play. And look, if that fool's a real OG, he'll understand that he was wrong and apologize. Because I've apologized when I'm wrong. I've came out like a true one and said, hey, I was wrong. I was wrong. I apologize to my people. Now, if he can't do that, then that will certify you as a buster. All right? Because any real motherfucker will come out and say, you know what, I was wrong about that young homie. I take that shit back. Let's go. Part 2.
See one side only. Like, they don't know that over here we got apartment complexes packed up and shit. We got people living on like 2-story apartment complexes.
Poverty.
Yeah, like they don't know there's poverty over here and then it's nice over there.
Yeah.
And like it's lucky united up here though too. Yeah. Like a lot of people, they don't really see that shit like that, like because of broke kids and people money going to the slope and shit. A lot of kids got opportunities to make friends with people that are from different demographics and shit, or different age gaps, different fucking wealth gaps. And like, it's all positive.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel like you have like a good head on your shoulders. Like you're very smart and shit like that. Like, where'd you get that from?
I always been smart, bro. Like intellectually, like, in school, I was always advanced. I was always like getting places in like the higher classes and shit. I almost ended up skipping like 2 grades too in middle school because I was up there as fuck. I was like in honors for a year in high school, and then I jumped straight into college and shit after that. So like
college,
bro, I always been book smart, but I always been like street smart too. You know, I do what I gotta do.
Hold on, did that fool said he almost skipped 2 classes, 2 grades, and went to college? I don't believe him, fool. I don't believe him. You know who he reminds me of? That fool from Bootleg Kev that got a sponsorship for like 10 million. You know, the black homie? Hold on, bro. Make sure I heard this shit right.
I almost ended up skipping like 2 grades too in middle school because I was up there as fuck. I was like in honors for a year in high school, and then I jumped straight into college and shit after that. So like,
bro went to Chafee for fucking 1 semester. Motherfucker went to UEI, ITT Tech. He got a grant from the fucking government to pay for school and never went back. Hold on, bro. I gotta go find that clip. I got to go find that clip, bro. I gotta go find that clip. Hold on. Give me a second. I gotta find that clip, bro. Oh, there it is. Let's watch this real quick, bro. And you tell me if this don't sound like that homie. Come on. Come on. Come on. Run it.
And so I ain't rushed my process.
Where'd you go to college?
I ain't go to college, but I turned it down.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of
I turned
here.
it down just to do this, just to grind from the rap.
So you had an opportunity to do the drumming thing.
A scholarship and everything.
Where at?
I think it was like in Jacksonville. Yeah, a big band in Jacksonville. It was a big college though, and they offered me like 15, some shit like 10 million or something like that.
Fucking guy.
Wait.
A scholarship.
Okay, but not $5 million. They offered you $5 million to play the drum.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing here?
Like what the fuck y'all like? You know what I'm saying? But I was so younger, like
Wait.
I didn't know what it was.
Are you sure they offered you $5 million to play this?
That fool a fucking liar, bro. That fool a fucking liar, bro. Come on, Part-2? Hey, bro, I hope you're not kicking it with that old fat man from Arisa. Because if you are, that's just rubbing off on you, bro. Las mentiras que ese güey se avienta, güey, they're rubbing off right here on the young homie. When I like this young homie, stay away from the old fat bastards that have been has-beens.
I always been book smart, but I always been like street smart too. You know, I do what I gotta do, but I still do what I gotta do outside of just thugging and shit or doing whatever the fuck I'm doing out here.
What made you like jump up the porch though? Was it like a certain reason or was it a moment?
Nah, like I was always outside doing like bad little shit, you know, like being a little bad kid, breaking into like schools, catching fades, like little stuff. But then in high school, really, it was just like a lot of people want to be fucking with people, like, you know, that's when all the shit talk like starts and shit.
Yeah, for sure. Cops
So
right there. There's cops right there.
Take off his mask, don't he? But yeah, so it's just like, it's positives and negatives. Like this, it goes both ways. There's good shit that happens, there's bad shit that happens.
Yeah.
Hey, I like that. I like how J-Rin was like, hey, there's cops right there. I fuck with that, bro, because J-Rin is looking out for the young fellas, bro. He's not on no police shit. You know, I know last episode I clowned him. Not last episode, like 2 episodes ago, he was getting drunk and shit. I was just clowning though, bro. Like, I hope the homie don't take it serious, but yeah, I like that he's on that like, hey, watch out, you know. I like that, bro. Cause I be doing the same shit when I'm podcasting with people and they say some stupid shit. I'll lower the mics, bro, or I'll cut off the mic, or I'll tell them to slow it down. Like, I've stopped people from crashing out, bro, straight up. And I know people love to see a crash out, but when it's one of our own, or even like anyone that comes from the streets, bro, whether it doesn't matter what color they are, but when I say one of our own, I mean like one of our street fellas. At least me, I don't like them to get busted over the airwaves, bro, or like say some stupid shit. Later they gonna regret. And I learned that from Droops. Salute to Droops from Hood Stocks. You know, I learned that from him, bro, because that fool would tell me like, "Hey, fool, don't let this fool crash out." Or he would text me mid-interview, bro. We'd be in the middle of a podcast, and Drews would text me like, "Hey, fool, you know, hey, cut this fool's mic off or slow it down or whatever." You know, so salute to the homie, bro, because he does look out for a gang of motherfuckers, bro. He a good homie, bro. Let's continue.
My thing was just that I wasn't gonna stay stuck on the bad shit. They are gonna spit it.
They gonna spit the block.
They're gonna.
Hey, Bandit, get loose. I'm telling you now, Bandit.
But yeah, now it's been more G2.
Leave it under a car.
12. They watched the last hood vlog and shit. They love us.
Oh shit! So they probably see what the cameras are like. Oh,
There's a trash can.
Yeah, but we don't. You feel me? We're just out here being. Yeah.
There's a dumpster.
Get loose or give it to Bandit. Get up.
Oh, they're strapped.
Yeah, we just out here being rappers and shit though.
yeah, for sure. They're probably gonna come back, right? It's crazy. Damn, the cops be on that. Sheesh.
On dick as fuck.
Yeah.
Go with Bandit. Go up front.
What's the worst thing a cop like done that was like some stupid, like
Bro.
crazy, janky shit?
I'll text you right now.
So
Go lay low.
you feel me? I had got booked, bro, and I wasn't being the most cooperative. I won't lie, but like, dude came back to my car. He knew me and this fool were brothers and shit, and he opened my door. He's like, if you want to save your little essay or your little homeboy, whoever the fuck that is, then he was like, I suggest you make a statement.
Yeah.
And I was like, get the fuck out of my face. And then dude want to come back. He talking about something. What's your favorite meal from McDonald's? All types of bullshit. Yeah, like all types of bullshit, bro. Trying to get me to snitch on, bro. And then the whole time I was like, bro, I told you it was on me. Like, what the fuck you trying to get me to say some shit about my little brother? You racist shit. I started going off. And then I asked bro for some water. He was like, you want some water? Yeah, I got some in the front. And then he came back and like poured that shit on my like. I won't say he did it intentionally, bro. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Trying to play.
Cops get away with all kinds of shit, bro. I'm gonna give you guys one quick instance. The last time that I got shot 3 times. I was on the floor bleeding, fighting for my life, and Border Patrol stepped all over me, bro. And they wouldn't let my neighbor help me. My neighbor was a paramedic or whatever with those guys that CPR and shit. He wouldn't let my neighbor come help me. And I was bleeding out, and the Border Patrol, they were stepping on my feet, laughing at me, you know. And the cops took forever to even pull up and help a motherfucker. So they be getting away with shit, bro. Like, they be getting away. That's why when you see those mug shots of, like, people beat up, that's the cops getting their licks in, bro. If they don't like you and they wanted you for a long time or they dislike you for whatever reasons, they gonna get their licks in, bro. Now it's different, though, because of all the cameras. But back in the days, bro, cops will get away with a lot of shit, bro. I've even had a cop take the stand on me and lie, right? And years later, I saw that fool and I asked him why he would lie on me. And that fool was like, because I can. Just like that, bro. Dirtbag ass vato. You know, but they, like I said, I don't know about now because I haven't been in trouble in a long time. But them fools used to get away with a lot of shit, bro, in the 90s, 80s, early 2000s. But ever since the phones are now prevalent and people are out here going like this, filming everything, I think they sort of like think twice now. But they still like get their little jabs in for sure.
That's what
Yeah, but like, bro, he went to pour it on me, like pour it for me, and then bro just ended up dumping it all up in my face.
Yeah.
He was like, "You still thirsty?" And I was like, "Nah, bro, I'm good." Like, what the fuck? So yeah, they be some dickheads sometimes.
So where is this at? Like, this is like
Right here, we're on 7th Ave and Cinnabar. Okay. So it's like getting it to the slope, like our neighborhood type shit, where we be posted up, where we all came up and shit as youngins.
For sure.
And like this is where you can start to see more like the apartment complexes are like more worn down.
Yeah.
They're a little bit not as nice as like when we first moved into the neighborhood type shit when we first came driving past. But like, this is where like mostly everything be going on, bro, where we have people hating and shit, where we be doing what we gotta do.
Does it get crazier at nighttime over here, or
yeah,
does it really
definitely.
matter?
It really just depends, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And then a lot of these fools like to be up at like tweaker hours, bro, like spending out like 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Yeah, but we just be out here though, like we be making sales out here, like flipping stuff, day trading, you know, like all types of
stuff.
Yeah, like legal stuff. It's so fucking diverse right here. It's weird, bro, because you see like it be some of the brokest people, and then you got some of the nicest people.
Hey, those little cities like that, not cities, little towns like that are dope to live in, bro. Because everybody knows everybody and it's just like quiet. Even though there's a lot of noise, the noise is like, it's like hidden. It's there, but it's not in the open. It's not in the, like in the public's eye. You know, like you gotta know who are the players. And if it's a small town like that, you probably do know who the players are. So you know where to go. But other than that, bro, it's a small little cozy town. I once lived in a town like that. And it's dope, bro, because everybody knows everybody. Like, there's no hiding or no secrets. Like, everything's out there, bro. When you live in a big ass city, you got so many players. It's just too much. Too much, bro. Because you may know who's who, but there's always new players on the come up. And when it's a small city, like a small town like that, you sort of, if you are the main player, you can contain it, bro. And you can continue to be the main guy forever as long as you contain that bitch correctly.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you got all type.
Oh, that's that nigga Daniel.
See, so like, it's just motherfuckers that we all been grew up with on the block and shit.
Oh,
Yeah, like
Is
community.
he like a regular dude too?
Huh?
He's like a regular dude, right?
Yeah, just a regular ass dude,
Yeah.
bro. Like he don't claim nothing. He not from
Yeah.
nowhere. He just chilling.
And you can
Chino-
respect that too, right?
Chino gonna bump into it. I'm gonna FaceTime him. Then ask him where to come. Yo, we right here walking down Cinnabar. We just passed the 9.
Yeah, tell him we about to be on 11th at Cinnabar. You wanna go right towards like the 9th?
Yeah, we going towards 11th right now.
We
You
could-
want us to walk up
we
towards
could
the
go
block?
like to West 11th. 11th at Cinnabar.
11th at Cinnabar.
Passing the Ironwood Apartments. Yeah,
All right,
look,
then I'll
and
see you
then
right
these
now.
complexes connect to that complex. This is all one road,
Yeah.
like it's a dead end, but it's a road.
Yeah, those dead ends get tricky.
Yeah. Bro, and then like you see homeless people and shit around here sometimes too, like it'd be bad. But you feel me, everything be low key smooth too with
Yeah.
them. They don't really be like tweaking.
Yeah, how do you feel about the tweakers in general? Why are there so many tweakers out here in Arizona?
I think it was really just that blue epidemic that fucked everybody up, bro.
Okay.
Like that shit just really took over, I think, out here.
Yeah.
Cause like I think Phoenix is like low key one of the more like low income shit for like immigrants and people. And I
Yeah.
feel like those are the first people that got hooked to that shit out here because it was cheaper.
Yeah.
So like motherfuckers just started popping them because they're cheap and accessible. Everybody's rapping about that shit.
Yeah.
But they're taking blues. Like they don't even know they're taking fentanyl perks at first. And then at that point I think everybody just got addicted, bro.
See, that's one thing, bro, that I say, like, look, I'm okay with dudes doing coke, crack, meth, weed. Like, that's cool, bro. Like, I don't mean it's cool, but it's understandable, right? And plus, they're classic drugs, right? But with fentanyl, it's death in the bag, homie. Straight up. And the worst part about it is that a lot of shit's being laced with fentanyl. Instead of them cutting it with the opioids or whatever they cut it with, they're cutting it with fentanyl because it's cheaper and more potent, right? So now you got a young kid that wants to experiment. Because I know people from my age bracket, we all experimented in high school, middle school. You know, we all smoked a little bit of weed or did a little bit of coke or whatever it might be, right? We all experimented. We were all at that age. But we didn't die from it. It wasn't a hazard. It was like, let's try it. And if, you like it, then it is what it is, right? But nowadays, what's scary is that these kids are trying pills like Vicodins and Norcos, perks, because they hear it in the music, and they're trying to experiment the same way we did. But the difference is that the drugs from back then, they would only kill you if you consumed a grip of it, right? Like talking about the crack or the meth or whatever, right? Or the coke. But it was rare, bro. It was really rare because when you're experimenting, you're not taking a fucking 8-ball of coke to the face. You're taking a little half a line and you're a little kid. You think you're fucking boom, right? But now you could take a quarter of a fucking line and that's just laced with fentanyl. You dead. You could take a Norco thinking you're taking a pain pill because you want to be like these rappers, but it's fentanyl. You're dead. You could take a perk and you're dead. You could smoke weed and it's laced with fentanyl and you're dead. So that's one thing I don't fuck with, bro. Anybody that sells fentanyl, death come to you, fuck you, and yeah, bro. So if you got kids out there, nephews, loved ones, and they're young, make sure you have that talk with them, bro, because one wrong move will end their fucking life. These fucking new drug dealers are ass, homie. They're fucking dumpster Jews. Fuck them all. Bring back the classic drugs, bro. I'm not gonna lie, even me. Last time I was at a party and I want to do some coke. And I was like, hell no, that's a 50-50 chance. Fool, I might not come back from that shit. Like, I wanted to stay up and party longer, but I wasn't going to take that chance, bro. Now, people going to be in the comments like, fool, you just got to know the right guy. Nah, fuck you. Fuck you. Does that guy that been selling dope, good shit, can he trace it all the way back to the fucking mill? Probably not. Somewhere along the lines, somebody cut it like the movie American Me, bro. All right? And I'm not willing to take that fucking chance, bro. So, fuck the new drug dealers. Fuck them all.
I can't say for sure, you feel me? But like, that's what I think, because them bitches just came out of nowhere. Like, everybody was just out of nowhere, just blues.
Do you think like the government does shit like that, or?
Definitely, bro. There's a reason the government be setting up those pop-ups to like give out free needles that are clean and shit.
Smart man.
They got homeless shelters right here, food kitchen and shit.
Yeah.
They got places where you could go pick up needles over here too.
What's the craziest thing you seen a tweaker do?
I seen a tweaker carrying a fridge on his bike.
Damn.
Like on him. Yeah. I seen two tweakers getting in a knife fight over a perk. Yeah. Like at a bus stop. Like they were just tweaking about like, oh, you took my fucking perk and then I fell asleep and you took my shit. And the other dude was like, you smoked that shit. Yeah. And they just started fighting about it. But other than that, I low-key met pretty cool tweakers, bro. Like motherfuckers that just be dancing and shit out there in the sun.
Yeah.
Tweakers
or
are
like
cool,
doing shit like that.
Are your parents from here or they're from Mexico?
Nah, so my mom, she was from Sonora, Mexico. Okay. And my dad, he's from Mexico City, Mexico. Yeah. And they both immigrated to Cali when they were young as fuck.
Oh shit.
Like little as kids. And then ever since then, they got sent back a couple times and then came back and shit was smooth. They ended up having all of us out here. So like me and my brothers all citizens, but my mom and my dad, they were both immigrants.
Oh shit, that's what's up. How you feel about ICE?
It's bullshit, bro. Like I get it, kinda, cause it's like, yeah, I guess like people are coming into the country in a way they shouldn't be. Yeah. Cool. But I feel like there's better ways to go about it too. It's not just like they don't got to do all the separation shit or like all the extreme measures they're going to too, like with Trump trying to deploy the U.S. Marshals and shit to help them and all types of bullshit. I think it's just like a power trip.
Hold on, young fella. Hold on, young fella. You should said right now your papa and your mama came in illegally and they got deported and they came back illegally a few more times. And now you're saying that there's a way to go about it. See, this is why you avoid these questions, young man. Let me give you some game, dog. I know a little bit about the media. You ignore these political questions because people are going to say, you're a gang member, fool. What do you give a fuck about the government? You're a gang member, fool. What do you give a fuck about what the president says? Fuck him. Like, they expect you to be stupid because you're a gang member. If you're a gang member, you're supposed to be dumb. You know, and not have your own political thoughts. So the best thing to say is, next question. I don't want to comment on that. But I get what you mean, and I totally respect it. You know, and you got to be grateful for your jefe and your jefa that were able to come here and give you the better life. That's the same thing I said. You know, I thank my grandpa because my grandpa did what he had to do to get here. He got his family here, which includes my dad, and my dad brought my family here. And everybody that came here illegally did everything legally when they got here. They all got their fucking naturalization papers. They all got great credit, and they all contributed to the tax system. So I'm grateful for my grandparents, bro. You know, and maybe even if I go further than that, I could probably figure that out too. But I've only went back as far as my grandpa. But thanks to them, you know. But yeah, that's why you avoid these questions, because people are going to be in the comments trying to roast you over your political thoughts, because that's one thing that people never agree on. So, advice.
Yeah, it's almost like power tripping.
Because at first it was like, oh, we're going to make this border to reduce all the immigrants and stop that, and that's going to fix the problem. Yeah. And then the motherfucker did that shit, and now he's like, nah, they're all rapist criminals. Now we got to send them back.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's like, I don't know.
A lot of people think he lied to the people, right?
Yeah, because he low-key, at first he was kind of talking about the Mexican influences and like criminals being from everywhere and how he wanted to justly prosecute everyone. And then the motherfucker just switched it up and he's like, no, go back.
How you,
But
feel,
yeah.
how you feel about us covering both sides? Because, you know, we cover like the red team and the blue team, like musically and also like with everything. You know?
Nah, me personally, I don't feel no type of way about it, bro. I understand it's a business, you feel
Yeah,
me?
for
And
sure.
everybody got to come up.
Yeah.
Smart
So
man.
it's not even that you're showing love to one side or you're playing both sides, because you as a creator, not only are you trying to grow your channel, but
Yeah.
you're trying to give other people the platform to speak.
Yep.
And I think for you, it's best to play both sides, because as a content creator, you don't want to show that you're only picking one, because then that puts you in a predicament where it's like you can't go out and film with these people now because they think you're with these people, and
Yeah.
then it just fucks up affiliations and connections that you can make when you're just more open to working with everyone.
Exactly.
That's what I always tell Valley Club too. Like, I don't take it personally that you guys work with everyone.
Yeah.
I think it's all a business, bro. We're all just trying to get by.
Exactly.
I don't be on no hating shit, bro. I'm real, bro. Like,
Nah, I can tell you're genuine.
and if somebody makes some good music and they're from that side, it might just be.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is though, J-Ren TV, not everybody understands like the young homie right here. Like, I'm an understandable dude. I get it. I respect it. I know the hustle. I know the game, but not everybody gets it. Like that old fat man from Ariza, that fat fuck right there doesn't look at it like that. He looks at segregation, okay? He looks at it like he's better than everybody else. So fuck you. And so that's the thing, J-Ron. Eventually you going to come around people that ain't going to fuck with that. Think about DC Baby Draco and Spody Face right now. You know, Spody Face is one of them dudes that don't like what DC Baby Draco does. You know, he wants to fight him. He mad at him because he don't like him coming to his hood and going to the ops hood. So you're always going to have that older dude that don't like that, you know. But most understand it. You know, it might not be fully respected. You know, but most understand. I understand. I don't give a fuck. You know, I cover everybody now. You know, it is what it is.
Some good music, bro. I'm still gonna, at the end of the day, I might not like you, bro, but it might be a good track.
Yeah.
I might slap it once or twice, but yeah, you know, I'm not a hater.
Yeah,
Sure.
facts.
Well, who's over there? Ben at there? Yeah, see, we could all just split up and shit.
Let me move it up a little bit, bro, because I want to see some action, bro. Like, I haven't seen no action. I want to see some, like, all right, here, let's move it forward a little bit. And by the way, I got premium now. Let me show you guys. Look at that top left corner. Premium. Premium. You fucking crybaby motherfuckers.
Forward. Yeah, probably end up moving back to Vegas one day or like Reno, because Reno be having some beautiful ass weather in Nevada.
All year round, right?
Yeah, all year round. Good shit. We back at the whiz. Who's gonna take a shot for the camera real quick before we dip?
Oh, fuck.
Ugh, that shit nasty. Damn, boy. That shit nasty. It's fuck. Damn, why am I chasing too, bitch?
Bless me.
I got my shit for 385. Or no, 350.
Hold on, I'm gonna strip for the camera real quick. I gotta show off the tax. Huh, bro? J-Ren probably got bitches that watch his shit. They're gonna be like, damn, who's that nigga?
Hey, that's why I cut back there laughing. Hey.
Yeah, for sure. Just let me know about my best.
Hey, it be working though. In our
heard the
first
little-
music video, nigga, that shit worked. I'm telling you. Let me hit the post.
Where'd you put the
Bitch ass
cat?
boy.
That was funny.
You fucking down, huh? You can leave that shit in there.
That's Barrio right there.
All the bitches, you feel me? I got a girl though, but tap in. But I got.
All right, we're going to leave it there, bro, because there's no more action. They just basically talk. I like to see hood vlogs when they strike up on the wall, when they throw up gang signs, when they say some ignorant shit. But EBM, if you go watch the one they did with Valley Club, that's who they did it with. They pull out the choppers, bro. They got the choppers. They got the ARs. There's another fool in that video that got all the cuetes, homie. It's more entertaining than this one. But nonetheless, salute to EBM, salute to J-Ron, salute to Pops, salute to AZ, you know, into that old fat fuck. Get off my huevos, homie. Straight up. Get off my motherfucking nutsack. And you got 48 hours to make a video and apologize. And if you make one, I'll give you that respect. If not, don't mention me ever again unless you're going to pull up. And with that being said, I'm Blue Devil. Salute to everybody. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Go follow everybody in this video. And I do got a drop right now, so tap in. Don't tap out. Until next time, we out this bitch. Let's go.